Yes, people. Welcome back to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And like I start each and every show on the channel, big up to everybody who is supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. It's much appreciated and it does not go unnoticed. So big up to everybody who is supporting, and please continue to support at the rate you have been as well. Much appreciated. So please make sure you do that. I hope you like the new banner as well. And it was Bainesy's idea, because obviously normally when we go live, man will just have "We Are Live" very soon and have the Sarcasm City TV logo, but it's like "We Are Live, we are live soon." You know what I'm saying? And it says lateness is greatness, word to Matisse. So big up to my guy, Matisse. And disclaimer, lateness isn't greatness. It just sounds good. So that's why we're running with it. But please make sure, whether you're watching this live right now or you are watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Share this across all the socials as well. Share this across all socials. And subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And make sure when you subscribe, you hit the notification bell. It is rolled to 4K subscribers on here. So make sure you hit the notification bell, and go hit the notification bell for each individual video as well. Because sometimes when we go live, YouTube does not notify you for whatever reason. And big up to people who may be listening to this back on the audio platforms as well. Big up you lot, large up all of you lot. I will get to all the comments. And this is the ManDem United podcast, and it is dedicated to all things Manchester United, people. So please keep all your comments and questions Manchester United related, please. So we don't have to be about the topic at hand that I've got. It can be something else regarding. It can be a new manager. It can be a new player who you asking me who I think should come in. Where should we strengthen, etc. How United going to do for the rest of the season? Champions League, etc. But just please keep it Manchester United related. Large up to Keenan as well. Because paying from this club yet again, how can we believe in this team if they don't believe in themselves? Bruno Ronaldo keeps showing the elite thinkers why we don't need them. And that's what I've got as the title. Same thing. Missed chances. I don't really have much to say. I could have played on repeat a ManDem United from one of the previous weeks, whether that's Middlesbrough, whether that's Burnley, whether that's Southampton, whether that's Brighton, now whether that's who else? Even the Brighton game we won, like I said, and now the Watford game, and I can continue. And I agree. This is why I never thought that, how do I put this? I never thought that Manchester finishing would be a problem for Manchester United. Because we've been so long where creating chances was such a major issue and the football was poor. We've actually played better football, not at all times, because there's the odd game where we're off, like Atletico Madrid. But for the most part in the Premier League, we've played well since Ralph came in. I've seen a stat saying that United have created the second most amount of chances since Ralph's arrival, only behind Liverpool. I think in the last 6-7 games, someone will correct me, it's either 19 or 21 big chances, and we scored 6. That's not Ralph's fault. That's not the goalkeeper's fault. That's not the defense's fault. That's not the midfield's fault. That is on our attacking players. And that's the one thing I thought our attack was very good at. That's the one thing I counted on with Ronaldo. That's the one thing I counted on with Bruno, because the majority of the chances have fell to those two. Yes, Alanga should have scored against Watford, but Alanga's popped up with some important goals, and I'm not treating Alanga at the same level I am a Ronaldo or a Bruno because he's Alanga. Like, not a chance. Where else we at as well? Big up to Keenan giving the NBA results. Big up. There's games tonight as well, people. There is NBA games tonight. We're doing the Timberwolves and the Warriors and the Mavs and the Lakers. So you get a double header. Yeah, of course, Bainesy, man. Lo, you actually changed the style in Soon Screen. Absolutely. Shout out Baines, because he was the guy who gave me the idea for the lateness is greatness thing. And I had to put word to Matisse as well, who's excited to pick up no wins in the next 3. Who's our next 3? Let me actually pull up our fixtures, because I don't believe that. I'm not 110% sure that is the case. I'm not going to lie. I don't believe that is the case. Hold up. Where are we at? United fixtures. Because where are we at? We play City away, which will be tough. Of course, Manchester City away will be very, very, very tough. Yeah, okay. City, Spurs. We'll beat Spurs, man. We'll beat Spurs. I'm confident of that. We'll beat Spurs at home. I am. I think we'll do them. And then we play Atletico Madrid at home. And I think we'll get past Atletico Madrid. I don't know if you're talking about the Premier League, man. Obviously, after that, Liverpool away is very tough. But I see us winning 100% in one of the next 3 games. I'm just saying City L, Spurs draw, Pool L. Yeah, it's not out of the realms of possibility. I'm just confident. Big up to Manchester, Florizio. Big up little bro in the cut as well. Ryan, you still gassed. Yes, get the likes up as well, you lot. Get the likes up and get your questions in as well. Large up to Eddie, who says, we getting revenge, book it. We leave him with something. Exactly, man. We leave him with something, man. And yes, like Black Diamond says, also get the likes up. We just hit double figures. Big up to you lot, but it's just under 20 of you lot here, and we're not even at 15 likes. So get the likes up. If you haven't, big up EFAC. Get your questions in as well. CJ says, well, smoke Tottenham. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I don't really have much more to say on that. Like, I really don't. We have just missing chances against Watford. Them chances we missed, you can't legislate for them. The Ronaldo one, the Bruno one, the Alanga's one. They're clear-cut chances. Clear-cut chances. And we've done this. If I look back in games that we played well. So against Watford, missed clear-cut chances. Atletico Madrid, we were poor. Even Leeds, even though we won 4-2, United still missed chances in that game. Brighton missed a whole load of chances. Southampton missed a whole load of chances. Burnley missed chances. Middlesbrough missed chances. So it's pretty much ever since the West Ham game. So literally the turn of February. So since February, you got Middlesbrough at home, Burnley away, Southampton at home, Brighton at home, Leeds away, now Watford at home. And that's so 6 out of the last 7. Created a bucket load of chances. So many. And we just haven't taken them. And that falls on Ronaldo. And that falls on Bruno, because if Ronaldo and Bruno had taken all of these chances, which they should have, because all strikers and all attackers miss chances. My point is, most attackers are consistent. Consistency is what sets you apart from being good to being great to being elite. And that's legit all it is. And these men aren't consistent enough. And it shows over the last 6 games how you're missing chance after chance after chance. Because if Ronaldo and Bruno had taken all these chances, the chat will be filled with people who have already tried to tell me, been like, see, this is why we need Bruno. This is why we need Ronaldo. Yeah, they're not good enough. And it pains me to admit it with Cristiano Ronaldo that they are not good enough. Because Cristiano Ronaldo is one of my favorite footballers of all time. He's one of my favorite Manchester United players of all time. But he's 37. And this is why I did not want him to land at Manchester United. Because it was always going to go this way. Not so much of his finishing, it's just the fact that Manchester United are not a platform for him to succeed. You have to now play to Ronaldo's strengths. Ronaldo will not score a goal out of nothing. He's not that player anymore. And that's not a shot. He's 37. There isn't many 37-year-old attackers playing at the elite level who create something out of nothing. Like if you take a Mo Salah, for instance, he might be having a poor game. And yes, Liverpool play to his strengths, but he can create a goal out of nothing. Like he can get the ball, dribble past a couple man, and put it in the back of the net. And like that's the difference. Ronaldo doesn't do that anymore. Obviously, he used to. Like, if this is Ronaldo of old, like I'm saying United are well within the running for the Champions League, but it's not. Do I believe we get past Atletico Madrid? Yeah, and we're going to run through our fixtures. I'll run through them in further details on Thursday's episode of ManDem United, but we will touch on them as well. Daniel says, ideal lineup for the Manchester City game. That's a good question. I go to here and go. I'm going Dalot and Tellers. I don't know where Dalot has gone to. I don't know what's happened. Dalot and Tellers, Varane, Lindelof, Matic, Fred, Pogba, Sancho, Alanga. I like go Lingard in the false 9. That was unpopular, but I go Lingard in the false 9. I've said this before. I don't want to see Ronaldo in the 9. Cavani's just AWOL. I don't know what's going on with Cavani. I don't want to see Rashford on the pitch. What else? What other striker do we have? What other striker do we have? Like I'm trying to think. Someone remind me. Like people have said, "Oh, play Alanga up front." I'm not really trying to see Alanga up front when he's playing well out wide. I don't want to shift him inside. Who else do we have? Man have said Bruno was a false 9. Nah, because he can't link the play. Bruno as a 9 would just be Ronaldo or Cavani as a 9. We'd have the same issues. It wouldn't be. There's nothing false about it. They're full-fledged 9s. And if Bruno played up front, he'd be like a full-fledged poacher in the box 9. So that's my ideal team, Daniel. Do we see that team? Absolutely not. Shout out to the chat. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. If you can, become a member because the perks are worth it. Big up to Eddie. And he's speaking from experience because he's a member of the channel. Daniel's a member of the channel. If you want to join the membership and help support the channel further, the link is underneath in the description. Yes, I will get to that, Lewis, my G. And make sure you go subscribe to Carefree Lewis as well, people. Jamaica in the house. Big up Flawless. Big up Jago. Big up Jago. Big up Jago. What is he saying? Yeah, calm, Lewis. No stress. No stress. I see that if you're still in the chat. Ronaldo is playing poor and he needs to fix up, but he's playing too many games for his age and we have no backup striker. Where's Cavani? Ronaldo is playing poor and he does need to fix up. I agree with that. I don't think is he playing too many games? Maybe, just not it. Like, I can't really. We don't have a backup striker. No, the squad is thin. I'm saying, like, the squad is thin. Where is Cavani is the great question. One I do not have the answer to. Mo Salah is definitely, like, take all bias aside, Mo Salah is definitely an elite player. He's an elite player. He might not like his skills. He might not pass the eye test, but Mo Salah is an elite player. Like, this is not what we're doing. Southampton home and away. Newcastle, Burnley, Chelsea, Watford, Everton, Villa. Those are 8 draws of the season. Not surprised. And it's just not good enough. Like Chelsea, when you go, all right, cool. But Southampton home and away. Newcastle, Burnley, Watford, Everton, Villa. 7 out of those 8 are not, no. I'm not it. Big up Brian says, man, like Flawless, we saying, bro, you having a good day. Yeah, I am good. I am blessed. CJ says there's something about Bruno. He is a false footballer. You might not harshing it. He's not. He's just, I keep saying the same shit. He's just not it. I'm like an action figure or a doll at this point. You press the button and I say the same shit because we see the same things. You lot make sure you hit the like button as well. Give me 1 second. Make sure you hit the like button. Literally back in 1 second, you lot. My apologies, people. My apologies. Just had to sort something out. Where else we at? For me to be an elite player, you need to perform in finals. So you don't think Thierry Henry was an elite player? So what about leagues then? Do leagues not count? Man said in finals. So the leagues not counting. So if you perform over a 38-game season and help your team win a league title, or if you help your team get to a Champions League final, but don't play well in the final or don't score or whatever, do you then, are you not an elite player? I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Out of your losses, which are versus the big six? Liverpool, City. We beat Spurs. Beat Arsenal. Am I missing? Yeah, it's just Liverpool and City, I believe. The chat will let me know. The chat will let me know. Fair play to me, an elite player is someone who performs to the best of their ability consistently. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said that before about consistency. Yeah, like I'm moments over consistent. Okay. You should have owned in it. I'm saying. Last 5 finals, he has 0 goals, but he's still a quality player. He still helped his team win a Champions League and win a Premier League. Like, this is not what we're doing. We're not about, you might always got me out here defending like ops, but like we're just not gonna lie on Mo Salah because he plays for it and that. Yeah, like if you're consistent, if you help your team win the league, you're an elite player. If you have your team consistently challenging and he spearheads that team, like that's his team. Yes, he didn't play well in the Carabao Cup. However, he still helped Liverpool do great things. Have they not reached like, how many finals they reached on the club? Is it like 6, 7 finals? Like I'm saying, outside of what they won. I don't know how many he was there for. I don't know how many he was there for. Yeah, like I have like you had consistency. Well, we move it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Drogba was ridiculously clutch. Continue to get your questions in as well, people. Where was we at? Oh yeah, so let's go into this then. Because you don't want to talk about in regards to lineup. Obviously, it's Derby Day, Sunday, Manchester United, Manchester City, Manchester United at the Etihad. And people have said, and Bainesy said this, and obviously United's record at the Etihad is very good, red and all this. Yeah, but add context into those games. One of the games we beat them in the league, they was clear. They was on, I think, 21 game winning streak. They were 20 points plus clear. There was nothing in the game whatsoever. And it showed. The game didn't matter. It was bragging rights for that day. That's it. We were never going to catch them, and we didn't. There was no title race whatsoever going on. The other time we beat them was in the Carabao Cup second leg. And if I remember correctly, they had beat us either 3-0 or 3-1 in the first leg at Old Trafford. So the game's done at that point. Game's done. I can't remember if it was 3-1. Someone in the chat let me know. But the game was done at that point. Game's over. Game is finished. And yeah, we won that. The other one, I can't even remember. The other one, I'm not going to lie. You lot in the comments, let me know. But my point is, I don't look too much into this record, innit? Yeah. Like, I don't look too much into this record. Like, at all. At all in the slightest. Oh, shit, we doing shameless? All right, cool. Where else we at? Yeah, Brian says, shameless Bainesy, Gasman Baines. Either way, he needs to be stopped. Yeah, because you got all Regos, you got Statman Baines, then you've got Shameless Baines, then you've got Gasman Baines, and then you got Top Red Bainesy. So he's like, for those that know about wrestling, he's like Mick Foley, and you got like Dude Love, you got Cactus Jack, and then you got Mankind, innit? This guy just got hella all egos in that. Hella all egos. Shameless Bainesy. And it's not even Gasman Baines, it's Strapped Man Baines, you know what I'm saying? I think we beat... All right, Kali, tell me why you think we beat Manchester City. Let me know why you think we beat Manchester City. Let me know. Let me know why you think that. I'm not even saying you're wrong. I just want to be sold on the idea. That is respect, Bainesy. I do respect you. That you have alter ego. I have alter egos. You got Flawless. You got Mr. Take Note. You know what I'm saying? You just have more than me. I got 2. You got like 4 or 5. That's all. EFAC says, for me, I don't celebrate wins anymore because we are battling for 4th. No, I still celebrate the wins. Will I celebrate finishing 4th? No, because that's the bare minimum. But I'm still going to celebrate wins because we are actually playing better as well. Absolutely. And we are still I've actually enjoyed watching us for the first time in nearly 3 years. Like just watching Manchester United play. Is there exceptions to the rule? Yes, Atletico Madrid were poor. However, the Burnley game, the Southampton game, there's large parts of those games where I enjoyed watching us play, create a whole load of chances. Daniel says, you won't have many chances versus City. You have to put them away. If you don't, it's a long day. It depends how Ralph sets up again, because we're finding out about Ralph on the job because he's not managed for so long, so we don't know how he approaches things. Like, I was very interested to see how he approached the Champions League, for instance, that away leg against Atletico Madrid, and the second leg I'd be very interested. Now we see him in a bit. This is his first big game, I believe so. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but is this not his first game against one of the big six? So it'll be interesting to see how he approaches City, how he approaches Spurs, how he approaches Arsenal, how he approaches Liverpool. Like, I'm very, very interested to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, very, very interested to see. Where else we at? Big up Joe Dane, who says, yes, bro, music is doing its thing. Big up, man. Appreciate it. Love. Big up, big up. Where else we at? Big up Hamid says, big up G. Big up to you as well. You celebrating the Champions League. That's good. We weren't poor versus Atletico. It was weak mentality. Of course we were poor. So we were good against Atletico Madrid then. Is that what you're telling me, EFAC? We were good against Atletico Madrid. Is that what you're saying? Or am I watching a diff? You're the only person I've heard say that. We were not poor against Atletico Madrid. You can say the reason why we was poor was the weak mentality, but we was poor regardless. That's a whole nother argument. You're telling me we wasn't poor. So we played, if we weren't poor, but we were average. We were below average. We was good. We was great. We was fantastic. Joe Dane says, I booked you and Saeed at 3 a.m. in Mani in August. Where was it at? I think I know what you're talking about. But you're gonna have to remind me. Where was it at? Cause I don't want to get you mixed up with someone else. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, Atletico Madrid were definitely the better team versus us, Daniel. You know me, I'm honest. Like 110%. I'm honest. 110%. Like, we weren't, but we got the result. That's all that mattered. Yeah, it was on a night out, Bainesy. That's what it was. It was on a night out. Score predictions for Chelsea Luton. Chelsea win. We was better once he made the subs. We were better in the second half, but were we poor overall? My point is, you said we weren't poor. That's what I want to know. So do you believe we weren't poor against Atletico Madrid? That's the question I'm asking. Maybe reword what you said. Because to say we weren't poor is wild. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. On the road outside some bars, done. I know exactly what you're talking about. Big up to you, man. Big up to you, Joe Dane. I do remember you, yes. Oh, Arsenal stand are always hilarious because Arsenal fans always jump out the Prem. It's like, yo, just relax. Always got to do too much. All the time. Yeah, so yeah. Because you said we went poor versus Atletico as we meant. No, we was poor. And then you say because of weak mentality. Yeah, our best players, everybody flopped. And they were poor too. I said that. Pogba and Sancho weren't good. Our entire midfield and entire attack wasn't good that day. Shaw was there. Varane was there. Maguire was poor. Lindelof was decent. And then that was it. And then our subs came on. Tellers was good when he came on. Matic was good. And so was Alanga. The subs made it right. Yo, all I want to know, EFAC, were we poor or not? You thought we were okay overall in that game. That's crazy to me. Jodan says, barring Atleti, I thought we looked like we have structure. We did. We have. Atletico is that one bad one. In all the games since February, where we beat West Ham, and we're now on the 1st of March, we've done all right. Like 100%. We've done all right. You should have made those subs at halftime, wasting too much time during the game. Which subs? Which game are you talking about, Mitesh? Chillin says United will win the Champions League and the Premier League. What, on FIFA? Yeah, we probably will. We probably will. Oh yeah, the XG is a lot higher. It's because we created so many chances. The XG is a hell of a lot higher. The XG is through the roof. 100%. XG is through the roof. Without question. Popping off, gotta do that. Shameless. Let me check that out. Hit the like button if you haven't. Yeah, we've created the most chances since in the EFL since Ralph. Yeah, it's either first or second. Something like that. It's high. That's why I said at the very top of the show. We just missing chances. Athletic make everyone look poor. It's the type of game they play. I wouldn't say poor, I'd say ugly. They make everybody play ugly. It's very like they're one of them fighters in a boxing sense, or maybe you have this in MMA, but I use boxing because I watch boxing, where their style just makes it an ugly fight. There's certain fighters that just make it an ugly fight. You're just not gonna look pretty and look good. Like you're not. The frig is gonna go unfocused, man. There we go. There we go. So yeah, second half I wouldn't say it was ours, but we were better. We were better. Yeah, we're second to Liverpool for chances created since Ralph joined. So yeah, and I can't complain at that. United are most dysfunctional club that focuses on PR, commercial signings, dividends, over trophies. That's not going to change under our owners. Wake up, people, stop spinning. It's spinning top in the mud. Here's the thing is though, we're saying that Black Diamond isn't wrong, but that doesn't mean we can't be successful. That don't mean we can't win trophies. We've already seen the improvement under Ralph. We've already seen the improvement. Now we just need to improve the recruitment. And if Ralph goes into that consultancy role, which I hope he does, then we have a chance. Then we have a chance. Big up Flawless, big up to you. Big up Pros Only TV as well. So big up my life. Flawless, big up to you, my guy. Atletico Madrid and United in similar positions. I don't know enough about Atletico Madrid, so I've not watched them. But from league positions and league standings, it certainly looks that way. And watching them, yes, it looks that way. Watching them in that one game. But someone who watches La Liga will tell you, will be able to tell you better than I can. We need to put someone else up front, or after our first half, it's going to be hands on hips Ronaldo. Who would you put up front though, Emmanuel? Because the options is thin. You got Ronaldo. I don't know where Cavani's at, but you can add Cavani in the mix. Rashford, Lingard in a false nine, Bruno in a false nine. Have you got anyone else? I don't like any of them options really, apart from Lingard in the false nine. And I'm not over the moon about that, but I can see that working. Because Lingard has the capabilities to play as a false nine. He definitely does. We're going like the rest of the season with that. Suppose if you put runners around him and stuff, and he will finish as well. That's one thing about Lingard. He is not wasteful in front of goal. So he just needs to run the games. Flawless United says Cavani start versus City. Ronaldo bring super sub. Yeah, like I'm not trying to. Cavani and Ronaldo are pretty much the same. And Black Diamond says, I admire your optimistic thinking, bro. It's because the trophies are like we can definitely win the trophy. Can we compete? Do I believe Manchester United can compete at the highest level of consistency with these players? I mean, with this board and its owners, no. But can we pick up a trophy here and there? Yes. There's no way we should be going without investment, be going 5-6 years without a trophy. We should be able to pick up a Carabao Cup, an FA Cup, be competing for a Premier League, even if it's one every 3 years. I mean, competing for the Premier League once every 3 years, we should be in the conversation. We should definitely be in the conversation. Old Tank says, would you keep Ralph on as manager if there's no one available in the summer? No. If there's no one available in the summer, we messed up badly. We messed up horrendously. There's no way they can't find a manager who's suitable. That's just lazy. That's just lazy if we don't do that. So no, I don't want Ralph to be kept on as manager. That's a terrible idea. It's a terrible. And I like Ralph, but I'm saying he can be utilized better upstairs. He can definitely be utilized better upstairs. By 100%. The Portuguese duo is killing us. They are killing us, 100%. Martial, Fred, Pogba, Bruno. Who's F9? Who's 9, fam? Or did you hit that by accident? Who's F9? Bainesy, say this again. Hey, I'm as much Wiggum out as you are Christensen out, fam. You know what I'm saying, Lewis? I'm as much Wiggum out as you are Christensen out. Or as you as much as Tommy Pickles is out. Ain't you lost 4 finals in a row? Some ish like that. Oh, the 4 domestic finals in a row. Imagine, man, this guy trying to get onto my guy, Ralph. You wish you created as much chances as we did. The funny thing is, Ralph is the perfect guy to be manager and navigate the Glazers. They hired him because he turns Leipzig from a small team to a big team, especially on the money side. That's why, and I hear what you're saying, Emmanuel, but that's why I want him upstairs. That's why I'm like, yo, go upstairs, bring a new manager in, and you can continue to navigate that. Because that's where his strengths lie. That doesn't mean he's a bad manager because he's done a good job. But what I'm saying is put him in a consultancy role. Like, you have to delegate. Yeah, I agree. Go get who you want, like 100%. Identify. You telling me in the whole world of football, Manchester United Football Club can't identify a manager who was good enough to come in and take over? Like, it's ridiculous. This is not an unpopular opinion. We should try to win the Champions League. It's our only chance of silverware. So yes, We should 100% try. Do Manchester United win the Champions League? No. But should we go for it? Yes. Are we in the competition? Yes. Michael Owen quote there. Do I believe we get past Atletico Madrid? Also, yes. Then you're in the quarterfinals. Then depends on who you draw. If we get the Villarreal, Juventus, Ajax Benfica winner, then you're into a semi-final. Then it's the final four. Then you're literally 2.5 good games away from winning the Champions League. Flawless, did you see the video of Ralph telling the fan he must be dreaming, asking for Kunde, Rice, and Haaland? I've not watched the video, but I've seen the clip going about in it. I've just not watched it. That's jokes though. But he's not going to turn around and say, yeah, we're signing Kunde, Rice, and Haaland. Like, no, he ain't going to do that. He ain't going to do that. Bruno is the false. I don't want to see Bruno in the false nine, not in the slightest. Yes, I actually agree with you here. If we get a good draw, we can go to the semis. Yes. Similar to what we did against Chelsea. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, but I'm not trying to see Bruno. Play Lingard. If we're playing a false nine, play Lingard. I'm not trying to see Bruno in a false nine. Absolutely not. No. See, and this is the thing is 1.2 billion spent post Sir Alex. Jackass is running this club, Eddie, and that's Black Diamond talking to Eddie. But my point is, if you spend that 1.2 billion correctly, you win a trophy. There's no club that's spending that amount correctly, and the recruitment is right, and is not in contention on winning trophies. We should be winning trophies. Not major trophies. I'm not saying all that. But we should be winning domestic cups. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. We should be in finals regular. Or at least semi-finals regular. And we're not that far off. Plus, the rest of the Premier League is not that good. I keep saying this. The rest of the Premier League is not that good. Keep telling this and I keep stating this. And that's also as the reason as to why I'm still confident we finish top 4 and I'm still confident we can do something. Because take out Chelsea, City, Liverpool. They're a cut above the rest. There's us. There's Arsenal, Wolves, West Ham. Who else am I missing? Leicester, Brighton, Southampton. Like, there isn't really much. There's not much whatsoever. There isn't. Canada Devil says, big up to Canada Devil. Hit the like button if you haven't, man. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Emmanuel says, Bruno already kind of plays as a false nine. After 20 minutes, he stops dropping deep and starts occupying the striker position. We just need another buddy in there with legs like a Langer or Lingard. I hear this, but I'm with Eddie on this one 110%. Let me go to Eddie's comment. Where is it at? I don't want to see Bruno, period. This is where I'm at with him currently. And I'm not saying ever again and he should be sold and he's the worst footballer in the world. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm tired of his current form. Drop him. I'm tired of Rashford's current form. Drop him. I'm tired of Ronaldo's current form. Drop him. Simple as that. That's what I'm saying. Drop these, man. Ralph can't even get a 6 million midfielder. It depends what the plan was. Who knows? Depends what. I don't want us to sign players if there's no plan. So I'm not upset about that. I'm hearing Poch will turn down the job. Is this true? I heard this too. It's all rumors. I don't want Poch though. I don't want Poch because Jordan asked me there, Poch or Ten Hag. I take Ten Hag. The boat sailed on Poch. And those that have watched me for a long time on here know I was a big fan of Poch. And still I'm a big fan of Poch. I wanted him at one point. But I believe that boat has sailed. I'm not reheating McDonald's. Like Poch train sailed, man. Poch train, we should have got him. Before he went PSG, that was our chance to get him, and it was perfect. When he was on Sky Sports MNF, he was on Monday Night Football talking about Manchester United. That's when we should have got him. And we didn't. So like now, no, I'm not trying to see Poch. And I like Poch, but I don't think this team is for him. Go get Ten Hag. And I like the potential link up between Ten Hag and Ralph. I like that a lot. 100%. I like that a lot. So yeah. I'm with Bainesy. When are you going to make another video with Statman? Every Monday on his Twitch and every Friday on here. So it's every Monday, Stats, Facts and Vibes, 5 to 8 p.m. on Statman Bainesy's channel. Then it's every Friday on here, 5:30 p.m. Out of Rafael Varane, Sancho, and Alanga, who's your player of the month? Probably go Varane, Eddie. Because minus the Atletico Madrid game, I don't remember him having a shaky game. So I'd probably go Varane. Even though far Sancho's been good, his form has continued to get better, and Alanga's been good as well. Bruno is a confidence thing. I think if Ronaldo doesn't play, there's no added pressure. He'll start finishing his dinner. He was scoring harder goals before Ronaldo arrived, if we're being real. I disagree and agree with this. Where I disagree with that is Bruno I think Bruno has irrational confidence. So I don't think it's a confidence thing. I don't think he suffers from that. If Ronaldo doesn't play, I don't think he has the added pressure if Ronaldo plays or not. And that ties into me saying irrational confidence. He was scoring harder goals, but here's the difference with that though. He was getting one chance. So we're much more lenient. We were much more lenient with Bruno missing a chance because he was only getting one. Or he's getting 2 max in a game. And we're like, the whole conversation was we need to create more chances for our attacking players. Now we're getting 3, 4, 5, 6 good chances a game. And he's missing. He's looking worse. Now we're creating more chances. Looking worse. Now we are creating more chances. That should not happen. So that's where I think that stems from. I believe that's what it is. That's what I think it is. In my 30 years supporting United, I've seen a lot, and this is the worst I've felt. The Glazers are cancer. I analyzed from the takeover 16 years ago to now they ain't fooling me at peak. We know what the Glazers are like. We know what they're like. 100%. He lacks discipline and IQ. Are you talking about Bruno, I'm guessing? Please let me know. Gene says, would you take Anthony if Ten Hag comes? He's a proper Yoga Benito. I've not seen enough of Anthony. This is a player who consistently pops up in the chat, like his name, like you lot asking, and I have no issue with you lot asking me about him, but I've not seen enough of him. And it's a shame that the Ajax Benfica game was the same leg. It was the same day as the United Atletico Madrid tie. Otherwise, I would have watched Ajax. I want to see Ten Hag over 180 minutes. See Anthony as well over 180 minutes because you lot mentioned this guy a lot. And I hear he's a good player. And the FAC, F that scumbag in it. Fuck that scumbag. It's because people continue to, people talking about, oh, he needs to come back. Yo, fuck him in it. You know what I'm saying? And that. Throw him under the jail. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about a former player for Manchester United. Not confidence in himself as a player, confidence in front of goal, if that makes sense. Like he's lacking cutting edge because someone else is the main guy now and Ollie raised his ego too much. I don't think he lacks confidence in front of goal, fam. Because I think if you lack confidence in front of goal, I think you pass more. Like Bruno will still pick up the ball and shoot from 25 yards out. Like Bruno will still try audacious stuff. It's like when we were playing pro clubs yesterday and Bainesy was like, I'm lacking confidence and then tried to chip the goalkeeper. It's like you have irrational confidence. Like 110%. Because you don't do them things when you are lacking. You're going to pass the ball. You're not going to want to shoot. So I just don't think he's that good. And I think we try and look at it more. EFAC was saying it when he's talking about United and having poor mentality away at Atletico Madrid. No, these players are just not that good. And our better players perform poorly. I've said this before. We go as far as numbers 19, 6, and 25 carriers. Those three. 19, 6, and 25. That's as far as we go. And they all were under par, below par, especially the latter two against Atletico Madrid. And you've seen the performance level dip. Because then you're relying on Maguire, Shaw, Bruno, Ronaldo, Rashford. Like, that's not going to help you through Champions League ties against solid opposition and well-drilled and well-organized opposition, which Atletico Madrid are, with a manager who's been there, done that, and has the experience. Like Atletico Madrid are a regular fixture in the last stages of the Champions League. I don't know how many finals they've made. I think they made a couple finals. They're constant regulars in semis and quarters, so they've been there, even though they're not what they were. Yeah, I keep hearing that in these codes. This is what I'm saying. This is what always happens to Seth. Even Daniel saying Chelsea wanted him before. This is all that I keep saying. I mean, keep hearing, sorry. Yeah, man. I seen you tweet that Black Diamond. Yeah, fuck 100%. The majority of people now are not balanced in their thinking. And that's why I always try and be. I always try and be balanced. Always. Always try and be balanced. 100%. Let's see what's going on. So Shameless FC is going on, people. I believe so. I'm just figuring out now. What is he saying, 10 p.m.? Yeah. So I can keep going on this show. Let's go. There we go. So Shameless FC, 10 p.m. people. For those that don't know, there is a playlist for it on this channel as well. That's the Premier League show on Lewis's channel. So I'm there. Lewis is there. Ryan is there. Babs, amongst others as well. Ronaldo just gave me the Atletico Madrid experience live. That's all I want. That's gone, man. That's not happening, man. He's not him. He's not Ronaldo of 2015. He's not. Like, he's not Real Madrid Cristiano Ronaldo. He's not 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years anymore. He's not. Just watch it back, Daniel. I know you miss Shameless FC. Just watch it back. Just watch it back. You'll see it. Deep it in the summer, we might need 3 forwards, but I think one of them will be Ahmad. I've said this. Think about it. If Ronaldo leaves, say United don't finish in the Champions League spots, hypothetically, we finish 5th or 6th. So we're going into Europa League. Ronaldo leaves. Cavani, we know, is leaving. The new manager doesn't want Martial. We have no strikers. We have 0 strikers. We have no strikers. 0. We have no. So not only do we have to go and get first choice striker, we have to get backup and then maybe a third after that. So I'm saying, say the new manager wants to get rid of Martial or wants to play him out wide. Rashford, and he doesn't, and let's say the same for Rashford, and let's say the same for Alanga, and say Lingard leaves as well. Like, we have to sign. You know what? You know why we have to sign free players, kind of devil? Because we'll have no play. We won't have a squad to put out. And you think about the potential leave, like, think about it. Ronaldo, Cavani, these are all players who are definitely leaving or it's up in the air. So you got Ronaldo, you've got Cavani, you've got Martial, you've got Donny van der Beek, you've got Pogba, you've got Matic. That's just what? That's 6 off the top of my head. There might be more. There may be more, but that's 6 off the top of my head. That is 6. 100%. Like, that's. I'm trying to think. Who else? Have we got any more? Yeah, there. 1, 2. We have Ronaldo, Cavani, Martial, Donny, Jesse, Pogba, Matic. Yeah. Where else we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 7. Because man added Jesse to that list that I forgot. I'm not saying I think 7 to 9. 9 players. 9 players from a 22-man squad or 25-man squad is a lot of players, people. You're talking almost, my maths is off. But you're talking what? That's over a third. It's over a third if 9 players leave. What does that leave us with? Like 100%. And then we don't know who the new manager might come in and go, all right, this player's not for me. This player's not for me. So you're talking maybe 11, 12, because the new manager's not going to like every players we have. So he's going to have to work, but then he might be like, I can't work with this at all. Eric Bailly going, that's 8. Phil Jones, 9. Jesus. No, I think Shaw will stay. I believe he'll stay. You're talking nearly 10, 11, 12 players from a squad of what, 25? We're closing in on half, people. We're closing in on half. Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Mud. What else we got? We get to the rest of these questions as well. Jordan says Ronaldo will bag in the Champions League. It wouldn't surprise me if he did. It wouldn't surprise me if he did, but he's still not Ronaldo of old. Someone had something as well. Ronaldo did it at EFAC, says Ronaldo, he did it in Juve. What did he do in Juve? What final did Juventus reach? What did he, please elaborate. What did he, I'm genuinely asking, because I don't remember him doing anything in Juventus, at Juventus. And he's not even that anymore. Oh, Ronaldo's definitely top 10 of all time for me, 100%. Getting rid of Ronaldo and Cavani gets rid of their high wages, Pogba also. That's a good thing to look at. That is a good thing to look at, especially with Ronaldo and Cavani. Pogba, if he does leave, that's 3 of your highest earners gone out the door. So you do have a big wage budget to play with when you're offering new deals. If Pogba goes, Donny stays, but I'm just saying hypothetically, they could both leave. But that's the thing, Bruno's a shoot-first kind of player. Form or not, he'll always shoot. Taking the pens away from him also didn't help. Ever since he missed that pen, it went downhill. He's just not that it. He's just not it. I hear you though, Emmanuel, what you're saying. He is shoot first, you're right. Ronaldo is completely finished. He's a pensioner being carried around. We just need to accept it. The quicker we do as a fan base, the easier it would be letting him go. This is why I didn't want him in the first place. This is why I didn't want him in the first place. Because I'm like, Ronaldo's not it. Ronaldo is not it. Should have let him go. Definitely. Hey, you lot, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't. Hit the like button if you haven't. Continue to get your questions in. Please keep it Manchester United related and subscribe to the channel. I'm saying we've hovered around 40 people in there, which is sick, which is absolutely sick. But you lot continue to what's it called? You lot continue to share this across all the socials as well. Legit, that's what I'm doing, sharing it to my Instagram story because I already posted it on the gram. Make sure you follow me, Twitter and Instagram at That's Me Flawless as well, people. And go subscribe, go follow and subscribe to the Twitch as well. Make sure you do that. Go follow and subscribe to the Twitch. The link is underneath in the description. That is also Sarcasm City TV, people. That's also Sarcasm City TV. Eddie says, only thing I hold against Ralph is the loans out, but I believe he got the orders from the board and to help them guys make their respective World Cup squads. I don't think they wanted to be. I don't think Martial wanted to be here. I don't think Donny wanted to be here, even though I'd blame Ralph a little bit more for the Donny one because he could have played him more, but I think Martial's mind was made up. Diallo definitely should be playing. If Alanga can play, Diallo can play. There's no reason why them two are not both in contention. No reason as to why. Yeah, Jordan, I won. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Dean Henderson. See, we named 12, 13 players, people. We named a lot of players. I have my reservations about Ralph. The hope for him going upstairs is what keeps me settled. Yeah, because I understand the job. Ralph's coming here to do a stopgap. He a loan signing. That's how I look at him. Like, same way if we brought in a player in January on loan, we're not looking at him long-term future. Like, you're here to do a job now. And for the most part, I like what Ralph's done. Am I going to like what? I don't think any of us are going to like everything any manager does. No, I didn't like everything Sir Alex Ferguson did. But more often than not, he'd shut me up and get things right. But did I like everything he did? No. Did I like every player he signed? No. Did I like every player he sold? No. Every formation he picked, every 11 he picked, every substitution he made over a 26-year, well, not 26 years because he was here before I was born, but my entire life, pretty much. I've been watching football 20 plus years. So, of course, I don't like certain things. Of course, I don't like certain things. This is why I watch basketball because United are dusted. Pros only. Who's your team, by the way? Who do you support in basketball? Ronaldo blocked the progress that all they use in Juventus allow it. He just wasn't it. Yeah, and this is my point. EFAC just be saying anything at this point. Juve got knocked out by Ajax, Leon, and Paul with Ronaldo. Ronaldo of old doesn't get knocked out by those three. That's not happening. Joe Dan says, go and get Kane. I don't want Kane. I want a younger striker. I don't want Kane. Go and get a younger striker, 110%. I do not want Harry Kane. Nope. Don't want Harry Kane. Not in the slightest. And that's not because I don't rate him. It's because he's 29, 30. He'll cost an arm and a leg. And he's also injury prone. Like, nah. Yeah, but Ronaldo won 7 trophies at Juventus. Did he win the Champions League? He did not go there to win Serie A. Because they were winning Serie A before him. Now you're going to make me Google this. Google this now. Oh, my God. Let's see what he won. And I love Cristiano Ronaldo. But let's not act like he don't have faults. Right? Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's see what he won at Juventus. I bet it was hella Serie A. It's bad enough Scudettos and Coppa Italias. That's not what he went for. We know what he went there for. Like, come on. Like, if I look at his... Here we go. So... Juventus, he won, so he won 2 Serie A's and 1 Coppa Italia. He won 2 Serie A's and 1 Coppa Italia. Like, let's cut the shit, man. Let's cut the shit. He didn't go there to win the Italian FA Cup and Scudettos. He went there to win the Champions League. Because Juventus were already winning the Scudetto beforehand. I bet if I check. Let me have a look. See Juventus' league titles. So, yeah, so they won it. Jesus. So 2011, so they won it 2011, 12, 13, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19. So they won it like 7, 8 years prior. He did not go there to help them do that. Like, come on, man. You just lying to yourself at this point. Big up Ma. Says, yo, Flawless, big up, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. I hope you're doing blessed. It's not even slander. This is just facts. City got Alvarez, so they won't get Kane. He will not stay for a Spurs rebuild. Let him go Chelsea or somewhere else then. I don't want him. I don't want him. Ronaldo will retire when Messi retires, so strapping people is going to be see out there. Yeah, up next. Nah, I don't see him staying. Big up to Big Six Bands. Go subscribe. I believe that is months. So go sub. Go sub to months, 100%. Right, 39 likes. Big up you lot, man. You lot are real MVPs. Let's go. I'll say this with chess. If we get Poch Kane comes as well, this is why I don't want him. Yeah, man. Not in the slightest. Oh, you're a Celtics fan. Okay, big up to you. Pros only. Big up to you. They better not go for that Martinez brother from Inter. Nah, it'll go Chelsea in it. Chelsea still trying to make Lukaku happy. They didn't even win Serie A last season. They were rubbish last season. Yeah, it wasn't 7 trophies. It was 3. And if you really want to count the Super Cups, I think it was 5. So, yeah, man just be saying anything. Man just be saying anything. Yeah, big up Big Six Bands as well. Continue, get more questions in. Yeah, so you want 5 or 6 if you're going to include it. My point is, he's not Ronaldo of old. However, and if Ronaldo scores the winner against Atletico Madrid, would it shock me? No, because he still has skill level. He still has skill level. He still does. However, he's just not it, man. It pains me to admit, but he's not it. Who else is going to pay him 500k a week at the top level? You know, his ego wouldn't let him go to China. A man isn't allowed in the US. He doesn't have many options. He's staying, bro. You mentioned it. Everything you said there, Emmanuel, spot on, 100%. However, if we finish in the Europa League, do you think he stays to play in the Europa League? I think he has for a move out. I don't think Ronaldo's not going to play Champions. You mentioned his ego. He's not playing Europa League football. I think he leaves if Manchester United don't get top 4. I do believe his ego can take that. I don't believe his ego can take that. And it's not a money thing for him either, because he's paid. He's paid. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, he's paid 100%. Like, this is our question. Look at this guy months talking about another trophy in the bag. Ain't that like your 4th trophy in like 10 years or something? What are we talking about? You won the Premier League, the Champions League, the Carabao Cup. And I don't know what you won before that. Tell me, innit? I could be wrong. I said another trophy, like they collect them regularly, innit? You know what I'm saying? But we move. Large up. Make sure you go subscribe to Big Six Bands. Who do we get to replace Paul Pogba? No idea, Jordan. No idea whatsoever. Again, he's another name who pops up this Alice. We should be going all out to get him. Been watching him since his Reading days. I've not seen enough of him, so I don't know. But he's another name who will pop up. Yeah, Rad's kills CR7, man. And the Bainesy props him up. That's the dynamic between those two. Would anyone take Dembele on a free, on a pay-as-you-play contract? Yes. No, I wouldn't. Go get someone who's going to stay fit. He's just too injury prone. Now, I don't think he should retire from club football. Go play back in Portugal. Go back to Portugal. I agree with this, Calvin. I don't think he's staying for Europa League. This is why I think he would leave. And this is why I've said this before, if Manchester United don't get Champions League football, yes, the jokes and the bands, Thursday night football, blah, 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 but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to happen. Like, I wouldn't be devastated if we don't get in the Champions League, because we're currently in the Champions League and you see how far we are off. If you ain't one of the better sides in it, why be in it, type of thing? And if we're not good enough to finish top 4 above Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham, Wolves, I don't want to be in the Champions League. Because that way you can get embarrassed, and United could potentially get embarrassed. Not even scoreline, I mean just in terms of play. Do I believe we get 10-2 like certain other teams, or 7-0 like certain other teams? Nah. But just like in terms of how far we off playing style-wise. Like when City beat us 2-0, it's shown us how far we are away. And it was only 2-0. When that defeat was terrible. In terms of that they just outclassed. If that's a boxing match, the ref's stopping that. Like they won by UD 12 rounds to zip. You couldn't lay a punch on him, and they were just bobbing and weaving his jab, knocking the head back, jab, knocking the head back. Like, that's legit what it is. So if we get Europa League, cool, because then that means certain players will leave who don't want to play in it. That's fine with that. If Ronaldo, Cavani, and we'll put Bruno in that mix, but like they don't want to stay for the Europa League, let them go. And we rebuild again with Ralph in consultancy role. Now all the wages are off the books, which Daniel mentioned earlier, which I like a lot. That's the saving grace. And if we do get into the Champions League, cool. We don't necessarily need it to attract players. United haven't been good for years and have still managed to attract quality players, because we're Manchester United in name, number one, And number two, we throw the big bag at you as well. We throw the big bag at you as well. Abdi says, Ronaldo won't be in the group stage squads for Europa League or playing the knockouts. It's not that deep. He's 37 and he's never won it still. I just don't believe Ronaldo wants to play in Europa League. I refuse to believe he wants to play yeah. I don't think so. I don't think he does. Not in the slightest. He won't. Ronaldo should move to PSG. That's a terrible move for PSG. However, that is something I could see them doing. I could definitely see them trying to do when Mbappe leaves, it's looking like if he leaves, getting Ronaldo in and having Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar. Could definitely see that happening without question. Would CR7 play? Would CR7 play Europa? Come on now, would Flawless play Division 7 on Pro Clubs? There you go. I would play Division 7 on Pro Clubs. I would definitely would. 100%. I played Division 7. My ego's not like that. Like, I'm fully aware of how good I am at Pro Clubs, but my ego's not like that where I won't drop down leagues to play. Like, if someone shouted me and was like, yo, we're playing Division 10, come run some games. I'd be like, yeah, cool, no problem. We're like, that's fine. Yes, subscribe to Statman Baines, Big Six Bants. They're both on YouTube. Against the Run of Play _ that's on Twitch. Finished the article, that's on YouTube, and Carefree Lewis G as well. What else we man said, sorry, I just skipped past the comment. Let me go to that. Wait. Brian says, I can't do Thursday nights no more, Flawless, but if he gets rid of PCR7, it's Thursday night Channel 5 for me. That's the silver lining. Gold lining. If it is, again, the worst part about Manchester United not finishing top 4, if that happens, is the banter I'd get from Muntz and Ryan and Peter and Surfer and Cams and that whole thing in it, like, and the jokes I take from you lot and Arsenal fans if they finish 4th above us and stuff like that. But I can take that because I survived Ollie. I can survive anything. Outside of that, it's not that bad. I can look at the bigger picture. It's never as bad as you think it is, and it's never as good as you think. Actually, not. Sometimes it is as good as you think it is, but it's never as bad as you think it is. Especially, and I keep reiterating this, and people really underestimate the level of this league. It's not that good. Take out the top 3, it's not that good. And we're not that far off, and we still have talent there. I know it's a lot of variables as well. So many. Ralph going upstairs and how much power he has is a massive variable. The manager we bring in, massive variable. Do we see improvement in recruitment? Can't say that again, and I'm a rapper, but we move. But do we see improvement in recruitment? Yeah, hopefully. And we've seen better football. That's a fact. We've created more chances and we've been defensively better. We've seen that. United are a Europa League team. In 6 of the last 9 seasons, we've started or dropped into the Europa League. You're right, Pros Only TV. You're right. You're right. Like, I can't even argue what you're saying. When you're there 6 out of 9 times, yeah. Ragnick is actually doing a good job, improves you defensively, and you create chances now. Best problem to have is not taking your chances. I agree with you, Ryan. Surprisingly, 110% agree with that statement. And check Ryan back to back. Liverpool need to win trophies more often if Ryan's talking this sense. He says also Ralph is showing who is not good enough for the club as the biggest problem at United is quality right now. Yep. I don't see PSG going in for him. They're probably looking at Haaland, maybe Sporting. Sporting is definitely a possible destination for Cristiano Ronaldo, of course. I see PSG just because of the PR. Ronaldo and Messi together. Even though it's Ronaldo and Messi out of their primes, it's still an easy sell. It's you know what it is? It's Amir Khan, Kell Brook. Even though it's a fight past its prime, where the fighters are past its prime, it still sells. Like Kell Brook versus Amir Khan was still a big fight. If you put Messi and Ronaldo, they could both be 40. If you put them on the same team, that's still a story. That still sells. There's still many Twitter spaces. There's still media pundits talking about it, especially them being in the Champions League with PSG, with a Neymar, with a Verratti, with the whole circus that is PSG. Sergio Ramos is there as well. Like, that's an easy. I'm not saying it's successful. I'm saying PSG could do that type of thing. You know how much merch they move? Ronaldo and Messi together on an advert. Like, you know how much merch? Like, that's breaking records. They put an advert together. That's breaking records, 100%. Without question. Bambo says he ain't playing in Europa. I agree with you. Good to see you back, Bambo, as well. If you do go into the Europa, you're confident you can win it, yeah. And that's another gold lining to be in the Europa League. It's a backdoor into the Champions League as well. And we see Mourinho do it. And if we have a manager that is competent, which I believe we should have, we should be able to win the Europa League. It's just the option to get into the Champions, just in case we don't know what our league form is going to be like. We could be in a top 4 race. We could be comfortably 4th. We could be comfortably 3rd. Like, there's so many variables. We don't know how certain teams are going to improve. We don't know how certain teams might decline. There's so many variables. If you remember when Klopp took over, Liverpool were the draw specialists. Well, I don't even remember that. I just remember them conceding a lot of goals. Pick up the Muncie, a joker. That PSG team is going to be Wheelchair FC 31, 38, and 36. Let's see who runs in behind. Hey, that's their lookout. That is their lookout. How was you last year worried we wouldn't get top 4? I'm not worried about it, though. It's not a concern because it was the bare minimum. And if it don't happen, cool. I understand why it didn't happen. So I'm not going to be up in arms and be like, oh my God, we shouldn't. There's no divine right to anything. People need to, Manchester United fans do this a lot. We're Manchester United in name only. We're not Manchester United in quality. It's name only. But name doesn't get you points and doesn't get you wins and doesn't win you trophies. No, it don't work like that. I don't think CR7 will leave this summer because of getting top 4. I see him doing 2 years, says Calvin. I don't see Ronaldo playing Champions League. I don't see, Ronaldo playing Europa League. I don't see it. I don't see him staying. I just don't. The way he is, I can't see him being like, yeah, at 38 years old, I'm going to do Europa League. Does he score goals down there? Absolutely. He'd score goals that without question, but nah. Bruno says, my hope with United is dwindling. This next manager will either rekindle it or kill it completely. I can't be doing Arsenal things for another 10 years. Now we can get back to where we can get better. And we've already seen the improvement on the pitch again. This is why I look at it, I'm like, it's small steps. It's small steps, but they're steps in the right direction in terms of on the pitch. Now, the summer have a lot because we got a lot to do in the summer. Manager, players. Who's coming in, who's coming, like, literally, we're starting again. This is now, how do I put this? For Marvel heads, like when there's the big war, like there's the Infinity War. And then, well, they didn't win an Infinity War, but say Avengers Assemble or Endgame. And the city is just totaled because of the fight that's gone on. You have to rebuild the city. Now we're just rebuilding. We've been through Infinity War. No, we've been through Endgame with Ollie. We can survive anything. I've said this before. Now I've survived Ollie. I can survive anything. So that's what it is. We're now in that rebuild process. Yeah, very weird day. Ronaldo to PSG, I agree again with you, Ryan. Ronaldo to PSG is a terrible move, but I can see PSG doing that, and I can see Ronaldo doing that. It makes sense for all parties involved, outside of footballing reasons. Oh, Glazers are the biggest problem, 100%, without question. See? Jordan cutting a new check if Ronaldo joins PSG. Absolutely. Absolutely. And again, we agreed again, 4th time in a row in that. The only thing that hasn't changed in a year is my dislike for Flawless. Can't stand you either. Double R Mafia, let's go. We out here. Who do I think is winning the Prem and the Champions League? Premier League, City. Champions League. Yeah. Is City, Liverpool, PSG or Real Madrid winner, Bayern Munich. Those 4. I don't think Chelsea will retain it. So I'll go with those 4. That's my pick. Love to meet me in the cut as well in the chat. Love that. Where else we got? Should De Gea get a new contract? How long's left on this contract? No, I'll answer that. They drew, big up to you with the stats as well. Jordan says they drew 10 games, highest in top 7 and finished 4th. Okay. We drawn 8 with 11 games to go. Yeah. No, we're not doing Nets tonight. We're doing Timberwolves and Warriors and Mavs Lakers. They're the 2 games. Calvin says, do you think there's a possibility that he moves to like City for a year or no? That if City don't get Haaland? No, I don't think they go to City. Absolutely not. Like, I don't believe that City going for Ronaldo. It just makes no, like, they can do, I believe there's cheaper options. Not in terms of the price, I'm talking wage packet. And probably options better for the future for them than as well. Can't see them going to get 38-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo. Why would they do that? Like PSG, we've stated all the reasons as to why PSG might do that. 100%. I say. Nah, Eddie. You know, fam. Nah, man. Nah. You gotta suffer, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all suffered. Me and you suffered together. We in the trenches. We still in the trenches now, fam. I understand. I'm in the trenches with Manchester United. I'm in the trenches with Watford in it. You in the trenches with Manchester United. You in the trenches with the LA Lakers. We all here, man. Like, it is what it is. We all gonna help each other, man. I pass you the bulletproof vest is there. You get what I'm saying in that? The vest is there. I get one made for you, Eddie. We'll have Eddie across the bottom of it as well. You know what I'm saying in that? Like, I might have to start putting that on during watch-alongs. You feel me? It is what it is. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, that made me laugh. Yo, man, just put fuck that in capital letters. And yes, on Mimi's channel as well, against the run of play, there will be a watch-along tonight. Burnley-Leicester is the game. So there will be a watch-along. That will start 10 minutes before kickoff. Let me actually double-check this and put the link in the chat as well. Give me a second, people. Go follow the channel over there. You'll see all the Sarcasm City TV residents, apart from Ryan over there as well. So, yeah, let me check it now. Yeah, so Burnley-Leicester kicks off at 7:45, people. So we'll probably go live at like 22. Probably go live at 22. It's stats. So you got a stat day. So not only are you going to get the rest of ManDem United tonight, because I'm not finished here, then you're going to get on a against the run of play. You're going to get the watch along Burnley versus Leicester. Then you will get Shameless FC on Lewis's channel at 10 p.m. Then you'll get a members Q&A on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch at midnight. Then after that, at 1 a.m., you'll get the Timberwolves versus the Golden State Warriors. And then after that, you're going to get LA Lakers versus Mavs, which will start at 3 a.m. So you stack day, people. We churning out content, man. We churning out content. And let me just go hold up against the run of play. Actually, just dropping it in the comments now. Go follow the channel. Roll to 100 followers on there for Mimi. So, and we was running pro clubs on there as well, people. Watford's Top Yellows. We got promoted from Division 10 to 9 yesterday. Let me pin it in the comments as well, so you lot can go subscribe. Oh, this thing's taking its sweet time. YouTube Studio takes its time. Jesus. Anyways, it's there. I'm going to add it to the pinned comment. But you can see it there, people. Boom. You can see it there. Where else we at? Flawless. When is the stroll with Mr. Structure happening? 95% of what he says happens. We need some of his wisdom and therapy up in here. It's just getting, yo, that's big bro. It's just getting him about. That's all. They're already mad busy. However, since you asked Emmanuel and you are my guy, contrary to popular belief, because we argue a lot, yes, I will. I'll shout Nuruddin and get him on. I'll shout him. I'll get him on 100%. See what he's saying. I'll hit him up this week and see when he's about at some point during this month. Black Diamond says, well, this is a weird day. Where do you find Ryan getting congrats? Big up an agreement from me, and Flawless in the same 24 hours. Yo, Black Diamond, that means the world's ending, innit? That's the world's ending, innit? Like, show's over, and like, bring the flood. Big up to Nan says, big up, man, attending one of these after a fair bit. Yeah, man, big up, man. Large up to all the new people here. Big up all the regulars as well. Yes, I did see LeBron get booed. Nah, fam. Lakers ain't in the trenches in the gulag with a rusty spoon. Hey, with Manchester United, with Ollie, your words, fam. We brought a rock to a gunfight, and we threw the rock. You know what I'm saying? And we threw the rock. No GTA to... trying to think. Nah, no GTA today, innit? Because after the Lakers game, it'll be late. So probably tomorrow. Man, be starving for this content, you know? Yeah, man, we're going to continue to provide content. Hey, Flawless, what do you think of Sancho? Cold. Sancho's cold. Flawless, where is this? Flawless, if Ronaldo leaves, would getting a top striker be a priority? Whether Ronaldo stays or leaves, getting a top striker is a priority. Depending on what the new manager wants to do, and I've stated this already. If the new manager wants Martial as a striker, whether that's first or second choice, we need a striker. If the new striker doesn't want Martial, the new manager doesn't want Martial as a striker, we still need two strikers regardless. Because Ronaldo could leave, Cavani's gone, then we have 0. So we need minimum. To me, minimum, we need 2 strikers. Minimum. And if Ronaldo stays, I want him back up like 3rd. You know what I'm saying? 3rd, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's what it is. Now, Emmanuel is because obviously we're always going back and forth. That's all. Like, I know what it is. We're done. We're homies, 100% in that. Like, yeah, I genuinely like you, whereas I genuinely can't stand Ryan in it. Just his face. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing his name pisses me off. But here we are. If Ronaldo does stay, I want him to be 3rd choice striker and be like that backup. Like Chelsea did it, I think, when Mourinho came in when Mourinho came back the 2nd time, and he had Costa, he had Remy, he had Drogba. I want him to do that. I want us to have our Costa, our Remy, and then Ronaldo can be the Drogba with the experience and plays the occasional game. But he should not be starting, and he shouldn't be 1st or 2nd choice if he stays. But I don't think his ego is going to take that of being a bit part player. He should just be helping in certain times with experience and helping the younger strikers. Who better to learn from? Who better to learn from than Cristiano Ronaldo? If you've got 2 good young strikers in front of him. Would you be interested in like Kane or Haaland? Kane, no. Haaland, yes. I take Haaland in a heartbeat. Just for the Sancho thing. Because they linked up very well. So why would you not? Why would you not? Like 110%. Where else we at? I don't think he'll go China either. What else? We got Elijah nipping in the cut as well. So we at Ronaldo's manager? No. Go get someone. That's a terrible idea. Why not Kane? Too much money, too old, too injury prone. And I rate Kane. Well, yes, too much money, too old, too injury prone. Don't want him better. Haaland's a better option. And would probably be Haaland's a better option. He'd be cheaper, he's younger, less injury prone. And he has time to improve, and he also has selling value. You sign Kane for let's say it's 120 million for Harry Kane. No selling value. Like, I'm tired. Nah. I take Rudiger in a heartbeat. A Rudiger-Varane partnership works. Why we're not all over that, I don't know. Like, that's basics. Go get Rudiger. If Rudiger wants 200k a week, go get him right now. He is the perfect foil for Varane. Perfect for Varane. And then when I say that, I'm talking about profile. Varane played at his best when he was next to Sergio Ramos. Rudiger and Sergio Ramos are very similar profile. Not in terms of level, people. So don't get mistaken. I'm not saying Rudiger's as good as Ramos. I'm saying like aggressive, that madman, crazy style. Perfect. Bailly has it. This is why I wanted to see Bailly Varane. But Bailly can't stay fit. But Rudiger Varane works. Definitely should go and sign Rudiger. Whether they get relegated or not, and I hope they do, fuck Leeds, I'd go get Rafinha. Rafinha one side, Sancho the other. Rudiger in the back four with Varane. Dalot right back. Go sign a new left back. So go sign a central midfielder. Pogba in there with whoever at Pogba, Donny, new number 6, Rafinha, Sancho, Martial. Yo, we could be cooking. Maybe I should manage. Nah, I'm joking. But my point is, if I can put that together, and I don't have anywhere near the resources Manchester United have, they should be able to put that together. I'm just shopping within the market I know. And within the market I know, I can see 2 players who improve our first team. And you don't have to worry about them settling in or being Premier League proven. Rudiger fits and he's on a free. Rafinha, I believe, if Leeds go down, is 25 million. That is a steal. So we're saying 25 million for Rudiger and Rafinha, both Prem proven and both improve our first 11 drastically. Drastically. 100%. Yeah, Warrior Live Vidic. Yes, I agree. Black Diamond. 100%. Wouldn't Raiola demand a bag? Demand a bag for who? Haaland. If he wants a bag, throw the bag at him. Like, nobody cares, innit? Just throw the bag at him if that's the case. Nan said, midfield-wise, if we don't drop 100 M's on Rice, who are you going for? Don't drop 100 M's on Rice. Rice is in the Kane bracket to me. Not in terms of age because he's younger, not in terms of injury prone, but there's better options for that price. Why go and get Rice for 100 million and you can sign Basuma for 40? You tell, like, it's half the price. Or go find another central midfielder. Like, you telling me we can't? Like, go and find a DM in the world of football, but then this comes back to what the new manager wants. Does he want a deep line playmaker as a 6? Does he want a solo 6? Does he want a 6 in a double pivot? Does he want a deep line playmaker? Does he want just a straight destroyer? That's what it is. Big up disgruntled blogger as well. Make sure everyone who's landing late hit the like button on the video. Mods, please get everybody liking and subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. Bro, do you play FIFA 22? Yes, but I play pro clubs. That's pretty much it. I play pro clubs. Flawless for DOF, you know. What the hell is John Murto anyway? They'd see that. The thing is with United, they'd be stupid enough to give it to me. Someone who's just not qualified. Egypt. That's United for you. But yes, Rudiger's a shout. I like that. Rudiger's definitely a shout. Rafinha's a shout. Basuma's a shout. Like, there's options. We hit 50 likes. Big up you lot, man. Real MVPs, man. Real MVPs. Right, we're going to close out shortly in the next 5 or 10, so get your questions in. Get your questions in, people, and we go close out in the next 5 or 10. Haaland ain't coming. He's too ambitious. It depends if he's sold on the project. We getting a proper manager. Ralph goes upstairs, throw a big bag at him. Sancho here. Because Haaland, I've said this before, Haaland's options this summer are limited. They're limited. That's why people are talking about him going to PSG. His options are limited. I'm not saying we're the best option because we're not. My point is, look at it. So Bayern Munich, I seen something come out yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, talking about they can't compete financially at the highest level. So that kind of rules them out because he's going to, someone mentioned the bag, Raiola want Haaland will want big bags. So that rules Bayern Munich out. Plus they have, to me, Lewandowski. Obviously, there's way around this. Real Madrid still have Benzema. Barcelona already have a bag of strikers, and why would you go there at this point? Because they're in a terrible predicament. Italy, no option. Financially, I don't believe can afford him. PSG, would you really want to make that step? That's kind of a sideways step. Where else does he go? Apart from England. I look at City. City's definitely a possible destination, absolutely. I look at Chelsea. If they can shift Lukaku, would be. I don't think Liverpool pay that big money like that. And United. So we are definitely in the running. We're probably, behind City, we're probably the second best option for him. We're the only, I should say the second viable option. The other ones are, we're the second realistic option. The other options ain't there for, man. The other options ain't like that. They're not currently. Will they open up the season after? Yes, I believe the summer of 2023, all them options will be open. Your Real Madrids, your Bayern Munich. So I think they'll get them, if they get themselves together. Or if Lewandowski leaves, they might just throw the bag at him. Barcelona might be better. City might be looking for, like, all right, let's go and get a 9. Chelsea might be like, all right, let's go and get a 9. But other than that, PSG might be in a better state. But he is Real Madrid bound, absolutely. But it's Benzema's form that's causing an issue there. But I look at Real Madrid, because Benzema's like, do you go get rid of Benzema at this point? So we're like, we are in the mix. We are in the mix as an actual realistic destination. City don't spend big on one player. I hear that. Or is Basuma's case still going on? I don't know what's going on with that. But I was just using him as an example. If we want Haaland, Pogba will have to stay, and we'll need to fix the relationship with Mino Raiola, or else nothing's happened. You know what fixes those relationships? Money, fam. Business. Emmanuel, you watch Power. You see how these things work. Man can all be beefing, but when money's there to be made, man just like, all right, cool, let's make the bread. And we're all like that to an extent. Of course. I've said it on here, Ryan's little bro. And people talking about, oh, you in a boxing match. I said if the price is right, I'll box anybody. I'll box anybody if the price is right. I want to say anybody, I'm not talking about professional. I mean like in the YouTube space type of thing. Like I box more like Ryan, I use him as an example. I box Ryan, innit, if the price is right. Punch him up. And that's little bro. I said that's minimum 4 figures. Like after tax. For me to go get, you know what I'm saying, my face punched. 100%. Now, I don't play 2K. I don't play 2K, for those asking. Where else are we at? Ronaldo, how is it? All right, Abdi. Ronaldo, fair choice is crazy. He's in bad form, but this is reactionary. How is it reactionary when I was saying this before he landed? Please answer that. So how am I reactionary? We're now in March. It's the 1st of March. I was saying this, and you can check ManDem United's during the summer, back in September. So that's September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So if I was saying this 7 months ago, and I've been saying it consistently for 7 months, how is it reactionary? Please answer that question. You see me, you see Mino started shy with the lit already. Juve are pissed off. What did he do? Yes, Bambo. After tax, just to make that clear. I want it to be 4 figures and then after, yeah, it's not like, no. How long do you think Man City will dominate the Prem for the foreseeable until someone's got to do something? Someone's got to do something special to knock them off their perch. Like somebody needs to elevate their level. Someone's got to go and then beat it because they're the bar setter in the Premier League. Is Manchester City? They are the bar. Now somebody's got to go and raise the bar again, and we've seen this happen many a times in the Premier League. This is just City's time now. So someone's got to go and raise the bar. Perez is brave, though, to be fair. Look at what he done with Varane, for example. I hear that with Varane, but Varane is not... As much as I rate Varane, he's not Benzema. Benzema is pivotal to them. I'm not saying Varane wasn't, but this is carrying Benzema in it. Who's still having a great season now. So you're going to shift him on after that season. I just don't see them moving on Benzema to bring in Haaland. Like, I just can't see it. And I think if Benzema had fallen off a little bit, it would make sense to move Benzema on. But Benzema's still, to me, one of the best strikers in Europe, clear. It's not even a debate. Like, if he was to turn up and they knocked out PSG in the second leg, it wouldn't surprise me. If they won the Champions League, it wouldn't surprise me. Not in the slightest. Shash says, bro, great to see you grinding the last couple of years. Wish you all the best. Love, much appreciated, man. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Nah, I hear that, but Perez let go of Ramos and Varane in one summer. He's a mad guy. Nah, Ramos is past his prime, though. Varane one is a bit nuts, but Ramos is past his prime. And we're seeing that he's barely played at PSG. Madrid won the front three of Mbappe, Benzema, and Vinicius, the front three, and that works. Haaland and Mbappe don't work together unless you change the system. If they play a back three, yeah, but then even if you play a back three, how do you get Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe in that? That's the problem. They don't dip. Don't wait. Where you at, man? Man who called me reactionary. Come on, Abdi. Let me start this message. Where you at, man? I was being reactionary. Even though I was talking about this type of thing for 7 months. Where you at? Don't think, man. Start that message, innit? Come answer for your sins. See, this is crazy. 19 goals, 9 assists in 23 games. That is crazy. That's crazy. Do I think Lukaku can overtake C? What do you mean by this? Mino spoke to the media saying De Ligt will be available. However, De Ligt came out today to quell it by saying although Mino spoke, he's still happy at Juve. Damage control. All right. This is crazy. Benzema could create for Benzema with his link-up play. That's how good his link-up play is. Yep. See, I think they're going to move away from this because you know what? The Galacticos weren't successful. So Manuel says they'll play together. I keep telling you this. Madrid don't care. They used to have Galacticos and there's no reason why they can't have both players. No, the reason why they moved away from that Galacticos, because Emmanuel, I swear I don't know if you're a similar age to me, but I know you're old enough to know this. The reason why they moved away from that Galactico model, because they didn't win anything. They didn't win 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years and 3 on the bounce from Galacticos. They're moving away from that. They're not trying to do that anymore because they realized it don't work. And this is why they went, I think, 13 years without the Champions League. I think it was something like that. It was definitely at least double figures. 100% at least double figures. At least. Now, this sounds better. Benzema could create for Benzema with his link-up play. Even though you meant Mbappe, yeah. Haaland can't link the play like Benzema can. He's a specialist for that. Yeah, Benzema just cold. And that's not even a shot Haaland. Like, Benzema just different level. All right, we're going to close out the show anyway, people. We are going to close out the show because I need to get some food. Make sure you head over to Against the Run of Play Twitch because we'll be over there doing the Burnley versus Leicester watch along. And then 10 p.m. on Carefree Lewis's channel for Shameless FC. And we're back here on the YouTube. No, then we're on the Twitch, sorry. Sarcasm City Sports Q&A Members Edition. So the same way you know we're asking questions here about Manchester United is just open any sport, past or present. Yeah, and then after that, Timberwolves versus Golden State Warriors on the YouTube channel, and then after that, the Lakers versus the Mavs. All of these are on the upcoming live stream schedule, people. All of these are. Hey, where's my guy? Yo, where's my guy Abdi, man? You said I was being reactionary. Well, go on, Abdi. Don't think I'm going to forget. Don't think I'm going to forget. Benz only has 2 more years on the top level. Madrid wouldn't miss out on the opportunity to sign him. He's up next, and the bet is still on the table. Here's the thing, though, Emmanuel. I don't think if they don't sign him in the next 2 years, he's off the table. I think that's his final destination. Like a legit. Similar, Ronaldo was at Sporting, Manchester United, Real Madrid. I believe it's Dortmund, a team in the middle, then Real Madrid. I don't think it's off the... He could say for instance, he does go to C for 2-3 years, and then they go in with a big bid and then sign him from C. They're getting a better version of Haaland if he's successful there. So I don't necessarily see it that way. But I take João Felix, not seen enough of him. I hear great things about him, scored a great goal against us, but I've not watched him enough at all. All right, people. Yes, we are going to close out the show. The ManDem United podcast will be back on Thursday, people. 5 p.m. we'll be back Thursday, 5 p.m. You can catch it here like today. So it's every Tuesday, every Thursday, 5 p.m. talking all things Manchester United. So we'll be looking further in depth at United's fixtures coming up. So the Manchester derby, I'm saying, obviously, Atletico Madrid side, Liverpool, Arsenal coming up. Like, our fixtures is a mazza. Our fixtures is a mazza. It's nuts. Let me check this out. Let me check this out. Hold up. So, yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, so we got Spurs. I forgot about Spurs. You got City away, Spurs at home, Atletico Madrid at home, Liverpool away. And that takes you through March. Jeez. That's a tough match. But hey, we're going to find out what Ralph and these players are made of. Who? Who's Tommy? Who are you talking about, Ron? I'm lost. Who's Tommy? Yes, make sure you hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, all the shows on the channel, apart from watch-alongs, are available on audio-only platforms. So if you want to listen, on the audio platform, whether that's SoundCloud, Spotify, or iTunes, the links for those are underneath in the description. Wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV. So you might want to listen while you're driving, while you're at work, while you're cleaning, while you're cooking. You might want it on in the background. You might just not want to have YouTube up, and you might just, I'm saying, still be on your phone while you're listening to the podcast. But big up to everyone that has locked in. And this has been the ManDem United podcast on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube